We really covered a lot. We've covered a lot from the beginning, and I think I mentioned it in the last session that the reason why I had to, or that I had to take everyone through this process is such a way that by the time you're done with this, especially this last part, you would be able to carry on with your LinkedIn with or without someone guiding you, because it is more like teaching people how to fish rather than giving them fish. And I explained that I've done something like this last year, but what I taught them, or what I gave them, which was even a free session, was the part that I would be giving out on let me Saturday or Sunday. That is what I started with them, but not this part. And at the end of the day, these people, I realized that they went back to go and start from where, because if you're not rooted in this foundation, it's sort of going to affect your performance on LinkedIn, because it's not just about going to LinkedIn to post aspire to Maguire. It is also having you should have an aim. There should be a reason why you are on LinkedIn, not because you just want to get followers. So that's the reason why we are going to be talking about content strategy. And I specifically begged people to join this session this evening, because whatever we do here tonight is basically going to affect what you're going to be doing. And that way, they want me to be re-explaining like individually, which I would refer them to the video. That's what I'm going to do. So they'll go and watch the video, and then they'll be able to move along with us. So, content strategy. Do I need to explain this video? This picture? I don't think so. It's it's self-explanatory. But then it doesn't mean that you have to jump all the way, like go above and beyond. It's just to say that you're doing something that will make people see you better. So that's the idea of this picture. All right. Then I also use this guy to show that there is an aim, you have a target, you have something that you want to achieve. So the lesson goal is that you learn how to create content strategy like a pro, because this particular part is similar to the things that social media marketers or social media managers they do. But this time around, you are the one managing your personal account. So how do you do that for yourself? So strategy definition. Strategy is a long plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. And it can also be defined as a plan of action that fits together to reach a clear destination. You know, I work in a strategy-based firm, and everywhere just being strategy. There was a day I just told all of them, can you guys just calm down? We are not using anything. Today, no strategy. Use another word, because this thing is already looking somehow. Use another word, please. So that it will not be vague. When you're saying strategy, you know what you're saying. So yeah, strategy is just as simple as a plan that you have. So that means before you can have a strategy, that means you're going to have a goal. There's something in mind. But for you to be able to achieve that goal, you need a set of plan, a plan, right? To be able to on how you're going to reach that goal. So, content definition. I want to quickly share a story here. So just relax and listen to Tales by the Moonlight. All right, so I want you to see the internet as a digital version of our physical world. See the internet as a digital or virtual version of our digital world. And you know, on this of our physical world, this our physical world has there's nobody that is, unless, yeah, there are some people that are not living in, they don't have an apartment, they don't have a house. But even those that are sleeping outside, that are homeless, that are sleeping on the streets, they are still occupying a space. That is what I just wanted to get. So I'm trying to say that everyone on earth as a space that they are occupying. And people can have more than one space that you occupy at different times. Obviously, you can't sleep in 3 rooms or 3 apartments or 3 houses at the same time. You can try to sleep in one in the morning, come and sleep in another one in the afternoon, then sleep in another one at night. So because we are now comparing the internet to our physical world, that means that the internet requires that you have your own apartment. Some people are so wealthy on the internet that they bought their own land. They built their house. They could even build multiple things. What is the land that they bought? That is their domain. You know, domain name is expensive. You buy domain, you buy hosting, you buy SSL. SSL is that means you're already hiring security man to guard your land or guard your house. But some people, they are here to get funds to buy land. They are here to get funds to buy land. So what they do is they reach out to people that already built apartments and they rent, right? So who are the people that have built apartments? Those are landlords. In the case of internet, who are the people that have built apartments, that have built houses? That's Mark Zuckerberg. Even though he has acquired other things, he owns WhatsApp, Facebook. Let's leave WhatsApp. He owns Facebook, he owns Instagram, he owns what else? I don't know. We have LinkedIn, we have Twitter, so we have YouTube. Those are digital houses that everyone are renting. But you'll be like, but I'm not paying money. You are actually paying money. What the money you're paying is not virtual, is not actual cash or dollars, but you're paying with your data. You're paying with your behavior, with your pattern. They are selling that to ad guys that are in later on, they are making their money from it. So it's just like saying your landlord in the physical space here doesn't allow you to pay any money. The only thing it just do is get your data and give it to people, and you're staying in the house for free. However, your as much as you're staying in your current apartment or let's now see the current house that you're staying as a place where all of you have the tendency to interact or transact with one another. You don't get to talk with your mouth about what you do most of the time, but the thing that you can do, like when you say talk with your mouth, should I use talk with your mouth? Or I say you don't get to interact directly with that person, like physically to touch, but you need to put some things out there that when your neighbors are passing, they get to see. When they see, it get them interested about, they have interest about you or what you do. And anytime they pass, they get to see, okay, this person, because of the consistency of what they've seen, of what they've been seeing you post. Don't forget what we talk about branding, personal branding in the class on Monday. When people start seeing something about you consistently, it gives them a perception of who you are identified as or what they should see you as. And because of that, they'll be able to do what recommend you, and they could even transact with you. So I'm going somewhere with this story. The internet as well, I'm trying to bring in content definition. You know, the internet is built on internet. As I said, we have websites. LinkedIn is a website. That is the reason why it is called linkedin.com. Then because they rent a space for you, right? Because they rent a space for you. That is the reason why you see linkedin.com/Joy Ndukwe. linkedin.com/. So they are giving you a portion of their house. That's the reason why your address will be number so 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 and so, block this, flat 2. Are you getting it? So websites are the way content of websites. How am I saying content? The way a website is structured with in blocks. I don't know if there are any tech bros here, but, but I'm trying to give it in a layman language. Websites are built in blocks, and whatever is inside the block is called content. And that is the reason why we have a particular HTML tag called div. We have div. Div is where you put your content into, you classify something inside. So that is where content sort of came from. Because whatever it is that you're putting in a block is a content. So what people do is they come around, they check your site. You know, at times, if you're so good, like if you really built your LinkedIn properly to a great extent, when people ask you that, what is your website? And you don't have your own primary domain, you can share your LinkedIn link unless the URL specifically says. And there are times that you will put, if it is not accepted, you will put www.linkedin.com/, then you put your name. But it is always advisable at times that you should also have your own website, so that when such platforms, when they collapse, you'll be able to have your own website to yourself. And there's just a lot to when you have your own website to yourself, because you have to do the maintenance, you have to do the SEO. Like, there's just a lot you are going to do there. That means you can even hire a team that will have to be working on that. Maybe when you've become your goal, actually. But currently now, just rent the house, rent someone else's apartment, and use it to build your career. So your content is inside the block, the portion that LinkedIn has given you. And what you need to do is consistently put your content out, or you put your content inside the block, so that when your co-tenants are passing and they see, they'll be like, oh wow, so Barnabas is actually into mind transformation, mind healing. I think I would like to connect this guy. Maybe that guy just saw something that, okay, they want to come and do something in Africa, and they are looking at people that should partner. Hey, I saw this guy on LinkedIn that does this. Let me send him the link. Maybe we'll be interested. That is a result of your content that you've been consistently putting outside. So what I'm trying to put things in your mind is, don't see what you want to be posting on LinkedIn as a post. Just see it as something that you are putting up on your blog, where that when your co-tenants are passing, they can see, understand about you, and it will imprint in their mind such that they might want to follow you, they may want to engage, and by the time they do that, they are building connection with you, and when opportunity comes, they will be able to refer you. I hope I've been able to pass definition of content. So strategy already shows that there is already a goal. As I said earlier, strategy is a plan of action for an overall aim or goal. So what you need to achieve the goal is the content, but then there should be a plan of action. You see the same thing. For you to achieve that goal, that means there must be a plan. So the question is, what is my goal? Why am I on LinkedIn? Why do I want to do LinkedIn? What do I need on LinkedIn? Why should I be there? What is the goal? What do I want to achieve for now? As I said, your LinkedIn might change, your goal rather might change per time. But for now, what do you want to do? What do you want? What is your goal? How do you position yourself? What's that strategy? So the first question you're going to ask yourself, or the first task that you're going to do, is that you're going to list out your niche. Because I've realized that some people are so blessed that they just want to stick to one thing, and that is what they will focus on. And some people, they also have one thing and multiple things, right? However, it is better that you have one thing that you focus on, you so grow at it. And that doesn't mean the other ones too will not be successful. Despite the fact that Dangote is running a refinery, if someone should say Dangote, the first thing that will come to your mind is cement. And that doesn't mean his cement is not still working. That doesn't mean his refinery. I'm going to be very sure that it's because they've seen his consistency in building his cement company and other businesses that he's running. That's why he's able to get, because you don't can't tell me that it's his money. I don't know, this is on record. You can't tell me that it's his money used to do that refinery. It is investors' money. But do you think the investors are just looking at the ROI? No. The ROI is there, but they are looking at this person that wants to commit our money into. What has he done before that shows that he's worthy of this kind of fund? And yes, so please identify one thing that you want to be known for, while every other thing can follow later on. So this type of career niche, when I mean career niche, is it 9 to 5? Is it business? Is it entrepreneurship? The very first class that we had in this session was where I mentioned the differences between 9 to 5 and entrepreneurship. And I made you know that a 9 to 5 person is someone that a 9 to 5 person is the regular white collar job, right? A business person is someone that takes the product, the produce of an entrepreneur and sell to what would I call it? And sell to customers. While an entrepreneur is someone that knows how to manage, or someone that knows how to put the factors of production to turn to a profit. That's land, labor, and what's it called? Land, labor, and capital in an innovative way. When I mean in an innovative way, it means because a business person as well we need land, that's space. We need capital, and at times might need labor, right? Might need labor. But for entrepreneur, you need labor, you need um capital, you need land, which is space. So the innovation is, you are either improving an existing product or you are bringing out something new entirely. And I mentioned Dangote is an entrepreneur in terms of him producing cement, while Mr. Audu, who owns cement depot, even though they can be 10 depot or 36 depot across the entire Nigerian states, the fact that he owns a depot in each state doesn't mean he's an entrepreneur. He's a business owner. Because whatever will happen to Dangote Cement today doesn't mean, unless Mr. Audu wants to change and become a producer of cement, he will rather go and look for another producer and start selling on his behalf. So most of the time, the risk of production is usually more on the entrepreneur than the business owner, because business owners, they can switch. They will switch. Today, if Alibaba stops working and Temu seems to be the best route, you will see all these jewelry guys, all these chain, all these guys, they will switch from Alibaba and move to Temu and move there ASAP. So that is just a basic definition for that. So know your career niche. And how do you know that? From your strength or from what you're doing currently? I am a 9 to 5, I am career person. I mean, everybody's career. I am a 9 to 5, I'm into business, or I'm an entrepreneur. Then what is your transaction goal on LinkedIn? Is it to get a job? Is it to get a partnership or invitation as a trainer or speaker? Like, what exactly do you want to get on LinkedIn? Just write one. If it is a job, there's a way you're going to do your content strategy. If it is partnership, there's a way you're going to start writing. If it is invitation, there's a way you're going to. If it is invitation, is also similar to partnership. I mean, I thought I put consultation there. There's something that I wrote as invitation. It should be two. That's what happens to me whenever I have. Yeah, I shall know there is something. So what I wrote in my notes is maybe a co-founder opportunity. I have a photographic brain, so I know that there is something beside this partnership, and that's why I kept on coming back. So it's maybe you're looking for co-founder opportunity or partnership, then invitation as a trainer or a speaker. So you write your main goal. That's number one and number two. So once you're done with those two things, then the next thing you're going to do is you check, have I checked these boxes? Has my profile been optimized? And when I mean profile being optimized, your header is functional, your picture is good to go, your headline is amazing, good to go, your about section, good to go, your skills, your experience, your education, those things are up to date. Even if you have career gap, include it. So when those things are good to go, that's your profile optimization. You move to connection request. The people that, let's say for instance, you are looking for a job, and maybe while you are still looking for that job, you are learning something, or because I believe as you're looking for a job, maybe you've learned one thing or the other. So then let me move to strategy. You first look for which company do you want to work for? That's also another thing. You can look for your top 3 companies that you want to work for. That doesn't mean you might not send mail to other companies though. But just look for the top 3 companies that you want to work for and start following them. What another thing about follow people, but send connection to people that you want them to see your post and you want to see their post. That's the difference between connection and follow on LinkedIn. If it is just follow is you are just following the person. You will be the one to just be seeing the person's post. They will not see your post. But if you connect with the person, they will see your post. You will see their post. That is how it works. That's the reason why you will see 500 plus connection, 1 million follows. But then LinkedIn, I've never seen, I don't think LinkedIn made it to be 1 million. I think the highest is 50,000. That's for your follows. Or maybe unlimited. I don't even know. But I think there are over 1 million follows because I've seen some pages, some company pages that are over 1 million. But for connection, it's just 50,000. Yeah. So I'm not mixing it together. So don't forget, connect with companies, with the people that you want to connect with them, the people that are there. And when you connect, engage with their post, comment, strategically position yourself so that we will see you. I am here. Sorry, someone wants to join. His way Joy is laughing for me. So just strategically, just stay in their comment section. Then another thing is you might not know, at times there was a time that when I was fully in graphic design, I would just go and check on Google, best graphic designer in Nigeria. And you know what? Google is just like ChatGPT, to be honest. People are joining. Google is just like ChatGPT. The only difference between Google as a search engine and ChatGPT is that ChatGPT brings all of the answers that you need for you as a response, while Google search engine will bring your response to you in form of websites. So websites that has answers to your question, that is what because they have crawlers, they have bots that have gone to check all websites. That I don't know how they're able to do that. That's technology and it's so crazy. At times I used to think about it, I can't just imagine. Their crawlers will just go and check vroom, within million or nanoseconds, you've gotten your responses. So they will suggest, that's why at times you will check the first 3 or the first 5 websites to get your answers. And that can be time consuming. But what the ChatGPT do, ChatGPT just compress everything. You don't need to be looking for websites. So when I went to check, top designers in Nigeria, and it is only what people have written on their websites. That is what Google will bring, even ChatGPT too. But what I'm trying to push to you is, as much as you are following the people that are top level in that your niche or in the industry that you're looking at or in the company you're looking to work, look for people in your category, people in your that are also looking for a job like you. You will know them, you identify them. Follow those people. There are some people that they follow that even you do not know that you need. It is by the time they are posting or reposting those people's content, you will now see the person, you now be like, oh, I need to follow this person. Do you understand? So optimize your profile, send connection requests to people who are in your top level. Please, connection requests. The reason why I've mentioned it, I'm mentioning it again. Connection requests will make them to see your post. And don't remember what I said from the beginning. It is what you put at your block. That is what your co-tenants will see, and that is who they will perceive you as. So imagine the director of KPMG is always passing your post every time. Be like, this person seems to be intelligent. Okay, can we entrust this person? See, people derive joy coming to LinkedIn to post jobs, to post offers. You know why? Because it will help them to gain. The algorithm will just be pushing them. it's a win-win. So instead of them looking for HR, they are bringing it to their LinkedIn because they want to get more engagement. So you need to have those kind of people, because they will post job. They will definitely post job offers. Who else? Okay, engage their posts, and then you yourself will now post strategically. There's a particular man that I met on LinkedIn 3 days ago or 4 days ago. So I don't even know that he's one of the top guys at that particular fintech company. So I was just engaging. The reason why I engaged their post is because one of my church members, when I was in Ekiti, is one of their staffs. So I was waiting. They did a video to celebrate their anniversary. So I was waiting to see if that guy will talk in their video or not. So fortunately, the guy talked. He was also part of the people that said good things about their product and all of that. So and I went to their comments and I post, hey, thank God I even posted so. I've been waiting to see his session. So the person that reached out was their boss. He commented on my post. Then I responded I was like, oh, why is this person responding to my comment? I was expecting the company itself, like maybe their social media manager, to respond. So I went to check the profile of the person, and I realized that the person loves economics. And yeah, since December, I've sort of been reading economics. I had to go and carry economics textbook because I realized there's a lot going on in this world that you need to have knowledge of economics to understand. So I realized that this man wrote economics in a cartoon way. I'm like, this is interesting. So I totally forgot that I didn't connect with him. Like that's really an oversight. So the man came back to like my comment. Then I went back again. I responded. And I was like, wow. And I now saw the name that people have been calling him. Means I now called him by that name. So I told him that I did not know that he's also an economist, that I went to check his profile. I did this, I did that. Before I know, I know LinkedIn is a snitch. I just saw so person checked your profile. Within the next second, so person sent you a connection request. Like, I'm like, okay. Okay. And he started checking everything. I'm like, okay. So as much as you are engaging with these top level people, ensure that you already have posts that when they come to check your profile, they will see that you have something there, and they will not see your account as an account that someone has bought. You know, all these people that they've sold or they rented their LinkedIn accounts, those people, they don't really post. They only go to people's DM to connect. And by the time people will go and check, like, this person, This person has sold his account, is a spy, is a scam. To ensure that you post. So now, how do you know what to post? Use these guidelines. Write about industry trend or how to share personal experiences like challenges and solutions. Talk about the tools you use or gain polls and fun facts. So all of this, I'm not expecting you to cram them. So this is the solution I'm bringing. Yeah, so we have assignments. So the assignment is you're going to carry out 1 to 3 these parts, and number 3, you're going to carry them out before Friday. And you're going to let me know that you've done that. So that means the people that I'm yet to give review on their LinkedIn, please, my days are really jam-packed with a lot of stuff. So those that have not done that for, I'm going to do that to ensure that nobody will say it's because Toby did not do my LinkedIn review. That's why I did not participate in the assignment. Before I do that, you write out these parts, list out your niche, identify with the one that you want, that is primary, then write your LinkedIn, your transaction goal, what exactly you want to achieve on LinkedIn, then your LinkedIn optimization. By the time I give you feedback, I believe you will have done this. Then before then as well, also send connection requests to people that are similar to you, engage in their posts. And if you feel you don't have enough posts or that people can, because if you engage their post and it's interesting, they would want to come back and check your own post too. Maybe you don't have enough posts, you can wait till Monday. So it's Monday that we're going to start posting, but the topic that we're going to send and your go-to-market strategy for the sake of people that are in business or people that are looking for job, people that are freelancers that want to connect with all these top industry guys. After maybe you've posted like a week, that go-to-market strategy template, you edit it and you start sending to these people. If possible, if you have not exhausted your if you have not exhausted your LinkedIn premium, kindly get LinkedIn premium so that it will help you to be able to reach a lot of people within these 30 days. Yeah, that's also one thing about LinkedIn premium. So try to just, if you want to pay, you can pay. And if you want to just try it out, you definitely look for it and say you want to try it out. They will allow you to try it out for 30 days. So for that 30 days, the go-to-market strategy, you'll be able to send that message to a number of people. If it is partnership you're looking for, you scout for those people, you go to their DMs, you send them mails so that they'll be able to reach out to you. But you connect with them first. If they did not accept your connection, at times the message may not deliver. So that's why I said after like a week that you started posting, that is when you now start doing this go-to-market strategy. Then to make your life also a bit easier, where is it? So corrections and all will be sent on 20th and all will be done on 23rd. So I'm looking at how it's going to be possible that on Sunday when I send the what's it called, the way the topics will go, because it is something that will work across all niche. You take the first 2 days or the first, you can use your picture. Yeah, you take the first 2 days, you write content. You can write the content yourself. As I said here, you can write the content yourself, or you use ChatGPT to write for you. And another thing about LinkedIn posts, do you see how these posts are spacious? This thing, maybe I'll also do a little video of how to, I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I just feel so. Don't, please, when you're posting on LinkedIn, don't let your content be clumsy. People will not read it. Put spaces in between so that people will spend more time on your post, on your page rather. So you schedule your post to come up between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then now I've seen the reason why I have to do that. Let me see if, because I've never scheduled on phone before. Has anyone, I don't know, maybe Joy has scheduled on phone before, but let me see if, please hold on. Yeah, there's a scheduling feature on phone. There is. All right. So you schedule on phone, you post, then you schedule between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then once your post is live, copy the link and send it to the group. We have over 20 people on that group. So if people engage your posts within that next 2 weeks, it's like a primer. I don't know if you've prime water pump before. So it's going to prime your posts, and then that same the content strategy too. Or maybe like a content calendar I'm going to create. I will put time for engagement. So maybe there'll be like a 30 minutes where you just go online and your goal is just to comment on people's posts, like their posts. If it's interesting, repost it with your word so that you get to put your content up so that your co-tenants will be able to see you. So yeah, any question at this point? Because I believe this session from the beginning till now is worth your time, I believe. So any question, let me come to Canva, I mean Google Meet, because thank you, Joy. Okay, I'm just seeing all Joy's comments. She said real estate work. I think real estate work for this explanation, but in terms of shops, stores, and shopping malls, I don't get what you're trying to say there. You said the cement is too cost. Man really made real estate cost. Okay. What about solopreneur? A solopreneur. Yes, a solopreneur is still an an entrepreneur. However, in this case, the person is the labor. Entrepreneurship is I'll just, like I said, the definition I gave. Entrepreneurship is the ability to turn capital, land, labor into profit. So this time around, the entrepreneur himself or herself is the labor. So that's why you are solopreneur. Most of the things that and in the real sense, by the time we check it, there is really no solopreneur, because you can't do everything that you think you're doing alone. The fact that you are delegating tasks, you are outsourcing your video content, your design content to other people to do for you, that is labor. You are engaging other people's labor, but it's just like you're not the one doing it. I mean, they are not physically within your, either physically or remote, within your organization or bearing your organization name, but still you are engaging another business. So, but the solopreneur is just to show that they are just one person, one man agency, nobody involved. So it is still is a niche under entrepreneur. So any question? Oh, okay. She's saying that I talked about viewing the internet as a land. So instead of housing and renting house or flats, the renting of shops, stores, and shopping malls work. Yeah, exactly. It also work in the sense that I guess the reason why I had to use, yeah, it's still the same thing actually. But the reason why it came I used that's what just came to mind. But you're renting a space, you're renting a shop, you're renting a store, you're renting a space in a mall, but you're not the one, you're not paying any money. The only thing you're paying is your data in exchange. And I believe at this point, there's nobody that will tell me that their data is private. Everybody has your data. That's why you can see ads. The only way to not see ads is if you're using Google, YouTube Premium. And if you're not using YouTube Premium, they will come and meet you on Instagram. They will come and meet you on Instagram. So it is something that is really well. I'm still looking out for Web3. I'm looking for someone that will sell Web3 to me as a decentralized platform It's not controlled by anybody, it's controlled by all of us, and it's not kiniko kiniko. You people will come and sell Web 3 to me. How is not going? Maybe when they were selling Web 2 to baby boomers, they did not answer them. So I think I'm the millennial that is still seeing Web 3 as. I'm not sure these guys are joking. Ah, Joy, you are not done with Web 3. You've gone to Web 5. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So do we have any question at this point? Okay, let me hear from you all, because this is going to be almost the last digital session that we're going to be having. The last, no, not digital, it has been digital. The last live session that we're going to be having. Is there anything you want to tell me? Any review, feedback, suggestion, or you want to do it on the WhatsApp chat? Let me know. Any review? I really tried cutting the classes to not exceed 1 hour each. I tried on Monday, and today this is just 10 minutes to 7. I'm to 8. So I'm giving myself that kudos, because in case I get invited to start speaking on other platforms, I will know how to quickly pass my value within 30-45 minutes. Okay, it's like you people did not want to talk to me. Which one is quantum computing? Joy has watched too much of Young Sheldon. Any comments? Any comment, feedback, or you want to send it on WhatsApp so that we would end the call? Any feedback? Toby, you could have done this better. Toby, you could have this. Toby, you could have that. Toby, thank you. Toby, this. Okay, Barnabas said on WhatsApp. New anointing. I don't know what to say. He said that's still a far off. I don't know. Okay. All right then. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everything. So ensure you do your assignment though, and send to the group. All right. So bye everyone.